Hey, good morning. Yeah, I just decided I was going to do it early today. I'm getting ready to go out and take a quick hike before I help one of my neighbors. She lost her vision several months ago, and there's several of us now that go and help her out with mail and things that she can't see to do. And so I'm ready to do that as well. But I wanted to say good morning and actually tell you a couple of things, because yesterday when I did that, on my hike. I neglected to mention the fact that, I found another heart-shaped rock. How cool is that? So that was that one, and I don't know. You may or may not have seen this one. Maybe. Look at that one. See? That was a couple days ago. I think that, no, actually, no, that wasn't. That was before my surgery. I actually found that one before my surgery. So anyway, I feel like I'm well surrounded by my guardian angels and so forth with these heart rocks coming up. So that was one cool thing for my hike yesterday. I don't know what I'm going to find today. They're snoozing, finally. They've had me up since about 4:30, wanting to go outside, and I don't want them outside in the dark because bobcats can get in the yard and they do roam around out here, so I'm cautious about that. Sorry about the horse. God. I need to wash that down. Anyway, I feel like I'm speaking weird still because this isn't nearly as fat as it was. I was a little miffed at the fact that they allowed me to do that. If you're not familiar with what I'm talking about, apparently they intubated me. I was actually really upset about that part because I asked the anesthesiologist when he came into my room, to my prep room, about being intubated, and I told him that I have a background as a surgical assistant in oral surgery and was very familiar with IV sedation, and their nurses were calling general anesthesia, but then they were saying, and so that's not IV sedation. There's a big difference. And when I was assisting in the surgical area, we did do IV sedation, and we were able to really drop them with just through the IV. Well, this anesthesiologist told me that general anesthesia does not necessarily mean people are being intubated, that they do use medications to make you go to sleep. And I'm like, so they had put the PICC line in his hand, and I was prepared. I was like, okay, cool. Because I didn't like the idea of being intubated. I was told years ago by an orthodontist who had done a set of 3D images on my head and neck, because they were talking about having me pull my jaw out, extend it, because it sits far back, and so because of that, it narrows my airway. And so I was trying to talk to this anesthesiologist about that. Well, he assured me they weren't going to be doing any intubation, and then all of a sudden, whammo! I come out of surgery, and as I'm waking up in recovery, I'm like, what happened to my lip? This thing was so swollen on the inside and outside. It was just a mess. And the anesthesiologist basically stood there and told me, he goes, did you know you're a clencher? Did you know you actually clench your teeth when you sleep? And I'm like, yeah, I don't grind. I know that if I'm upset or tense about something, I will clench. But apparently I was clenching during surgery, and I bit down on that tube. And nobody did anything to kind of help me out. I don't know, maybe they can't. I have no idea. But they had to obviously move my mouth to get the tube out. So anyway, this one has been a biggest nuisance, more than this. Although this today is very sore. They gave me Ibu 800s. They've given me hydrocodone. I haven't taken the hydrocodone, but the Ibu 800s, well, I guess that's for inflammation. It doesn't do, they're telling me I should be taking these things 3 times a day, and I just don't like taking them. So yeah. So I use this little pillow. Isn't this cool? This was given to me by the cancer organization here in Santa Fe, for just to be able to tuck it like this. keep that. See, isn't that cool? It actually takes the pressure of your arm off, because I mean they had to do an incision under my arm because they took out one of the nodes, and so with all of that, it's helpful with that pillow. It's really very, very sweet gesture that these volunteers make them, and they are giving them to people who have breast cancer surgery. So I am very, very grateful for that little pillow. I'm very grateful for that little pillow. So yeah, I finished a blog post yesterday, and I'm just curious as to what, as a writer, I mean, I love writing, I love researching, so I'm just curious about what hooks you when it comes to nonfiction, especially more technical, scientific. How can I appeal to the reader in order to convey my message? That's the question I have for you. In the meantime, though, I'm going to go get dressed. I'm going to hopefully deal with this tenderness. I'm really hurting today. But at least I can tell you that I don't have the histamine reaction I had from that anesthesia. That stuff sucked. I will say this much. These here, one of the things that they did, look at how good these look too. Much better. But one of the things that they did in order to get that node was to inject me with blue dye. And here you go. I mean, you could still see the staining. I mean, they said that might happen, but I turned all things blue. Anyway, I am going to end it there for today. I'm going to go get ready for, like I said, for that hike, and then go help my friend out see what she's in need of, and then come back and work on whatever's next. I think I'll keep working on my book, maybe. But, oh, by the way, oh my gosh, I have to tell you. So I have that essential oil document with regards to blood thinners, right? So I've created one also that I've actually combined the two of them. I did another one with sedative oils, and highlighting the constituents that are noted as being sedative, which cannot be mixed with any sort of anesthesia. I mean, especially anesthesia. I mean, it really actually goes out into anything that might be what am I trying to say? A benzo, opiate, things that are central nervous system depressants, as well as anything that is what's considered an NMDA antagonist. Ask me about that one. Anyway, I'm going to sign off. But yeah, if you want that document, I will put that link in the box. It's a PDF document that I created. Like I said, it has both. And the ones with the sedatives, you don't want to use those about 3 days prior to surgery, and then at least 48 hours after. So there's about a 5-day window. You don't want to be using any sort of sedative type oils. And that's if you're not taking any other medication. They don't go with every meds. As far as the blood thinners are concerned, you want to stop using those about a week prior to any surgery, and that includes dental surgery. So, physical, dental, medical, whatever. Any particular type of surgery, you don't want to mix these blood thinning oils with or use them up until. That said, once you've had surgery, now you're good to go. Anyway, now that I've gone off on a technical tangent, I am going to sign out. You guys take care. Have a great day.